Klay Thompson has made it known that he will be joining the Miami Heat this offseason, so I've decided to place Klay back into his prime where he's a 93 overall at 26 years young, forming a new big three with Giannis Antetokounmpo, Klay Thompson, and Bam Adebayo. And let me tell you all something, we're most likely going to have the best big three in the NBA now that we have Klay Thompson back into his prime. We are starting off in the beginning of the 26-27 season, and this here will be our lineup. So in the starting lineup, we have ourselves Davion Mitchell, prime Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Bam Adebayo. Then off the bench, we have Bobby Portis Jr., Pelle Larsson, Tim Hardaway Jr., and Simone Fontecchio. Let's go ahead and simulate the first few games and see how this team does with prime Klay. The first game is up against the Lakers, who we end up losing to 120-112. I guess chemistry still does need to be built. Klay Thompson struggled big time in his first game, but that's okay. Hopefully he's able to bounce back here against the Nets. We also going to lose against the Nets. Klay Thompson only had 19 points, 18, 15, and 9 from Giannis. Can we at least get one win for this first week? And yes, we can. We go on to defeat the Detroit Pistons, who are an amazing team. Giannis Antetokounmpo dropping 28 points, prime Klay with 26, hitting 8 3-pointers, and 15 from Bam Adebayo. And sometimes it does take time for chemistry to build. As you guys can see in the bottom left corner, it's only at 59%, but I have more than enough faith that we're about to start winning a lot of games here. Let's see how we do. We do go on to defeat the Memphis Grizzlies 147-100, and in this game, Giannis had 32, 17, and 9, Klay Thompson with 25, and 20 from Bam Adebayo. We're not off to the greatest start, but that's okay. I believe once the chemistry gets built, our team is going to start winning a lot more games. And whoa, we're rolling on a 4.5-star overall system proficiency, pace and space under our head coach, Eric Spoelstra. And now, before I go any further, this is going to be my last NBA 2K26 video. And no, it's not because I'm going to be quitting YouTube, it's because I'm actually transferring over to the new NBA 2K27. And since you guys have showed so much support over my 2K26 run, I want to be able to give back a copy of NBA 2K27 to one of you. And all you have to do to enter is subscribe and turn on post notifications to my channel. I am also giving away a copy of GTA 6. Good luck to you all, and now back to the video. We're stopped here on January 1st, and our team has figured things out here. We're the number 1 seed with 23 wins and only 10 losses. I did forget to mention something to you all, so if throughout this video I feel like there's a trade out there that could help our team get better, I definitely will make some trades happen. The only 3 players that will remain untouchable are Klay Thompson, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Bam Adebayo. Alrighty, we've stopped here about 2 weeks before the trade deadline, and that's because we have to trade away a player and upgrade a position, and sadly that player is going to be Davion Mitchell. And trust me, I'm a real big fan of Davion Mitchell in real life, but when it comes to 2K, he's never really playing all that good. He's only shooting 40% from the field and 31% from 3. And once we go to the estimated wins column, as you guys can see, he's giving our team a negative impact. So I'm going to try and upgrade that point guard position. Let's see which new players we could bring in. And the player we're going to be targeting to be our brand new starting point guard is none other than Dante DiVincenzo of the Minnesota Timberwolves. He's averaging 13 points per game, 4 rebounds, 4.5 assists. He's a good perimeter defender, and above all that, he's an amazing 3-point shooter. So let's try and make this trade happen here with the Timberwolves. And so far they want Tim Hardaway Jr. I'm definitely not giving them Tim Hardaway Jr., but I will throw 2 second-round picks. And they still want Tim Hardaway Jr. Is there a way we could possibly send them a player and not take anyone back here? Let's see. I will give them Chris Dunn, who I signed as a free agent, and just like that, we get ourselves Dante DiVincenzo as our team's brand new starting point guard. Since we traded for Dante DiVincenzo, we have not lost a single game. I honestly feel like this is going to be a very underrated trade, but I feel like Dante DiVincenzo's addition is the missing piece we needed on our team. And now I'm going to see if there's any more trades we should be making at this trade deadline, so let me go out there and take a look at our player stats. And I want you all to hear me out here. As much as we all love Tim Hardaway Jr., how are we supposed to pass up on this trade offer? The Celtics are offering us Payton Pritchard, who's averaging 15 points per game. He's an amazing playmaker, shooting 43% from 3. Tim Hardaway Jr. has been doing good as well, but not as good as Payton Pritchard. Plus, he is on expiring contract, which means we'll probably lose him this coming off season. Whereas Pritchard will at least have for the next 2 seasons. So let's go ahead and make this trade here with the Celtics, sending them Tim Hardaway Jr., Malik Beasley for Payton Pritchard, and Ron Harper Jr. And what's so amazing about this trade is if we feel like Dante DiVincenzo is not playing good, we could always send him to the bench unit as a 6-man and have Payton Pritchard take over the starting point guard role. And now we have ourselves a perfect point guard rotation in Dante DiVincenzo and Payton Pritchard. I'm not sure why, but we're not able to extend Giannis Antetokounmpo. He is on a player option, and usually in 2K he declines that player option and hits free agency, but if he tries to join a different team, don't worry, I'll force his way back here to Miami. So the big three of Giannis, Klay, and Bam continues. It just would not make sense for Giannis to go with a different team. The whole point of this video is prime Klay, and the only reason Klay is even here on the Heat, I believe, is because of Giannis. So we're not going to let him go nowhere. Don't worry about that. He'll be back here next season as well. We're here at the end of this season. Victor Wembanyama goes on to win his first MVP. Giannis Antetokounmpo was in the award races at place number 2, right behind Wemby, but sadly this year he was not able to win. Cam Boozer, Rookie of the Year, Damian Lillard, 6-man, Wemby Defensive Player, Grady Dick, Most Improved, Brendan Miller, Clutch Player, Mitch Johnson, Coach of the Year, and the Mavericks go on to win Executive of the Year. On All NBA First Team, we do land ourselves Giannis Antetokounmpo here, which is absolutely amazing, and no more All NBA teams. No Klay Thompson, which is a very big surprise because he played amazing, but Giannis does make an All Defensive First Team. It seems like that will be it for awards, but that's okay because we ended this season as the number 1 seed with 55 wins and 27 losses. I'm really not sure why, but towards the end of the season, our team went on a massive losing streak. When there was about 2 to 3 weeks left, we lost a boatload of games, which is why our record fell to 27 losses. Otherwise, we were doing much better than we ended this season, but at least we still ended up as a number 1 seed, even after that massive losing streak. And now let's take a look at player stats and team stats before we start simulating the playoffs. So when it comes to player stats, our leading scorer was Giannis Antetokounmpo, averaging 24, 13, and 7. And would you take a look at that? Prime Klay Thompson averaging 23 points, 3 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 1 steal, half a block, on 42% from the 3-point line and 48% from the field. Amazing season here by Klay. And it seems like he made a total of 317 3-pointers, which would be a career high for Klay Thompson in a season. The most he's made before this was 301 in the 22-23 season, but now he makes a total of 317 3-pointers. I'm surprised Klay never made more than 300 3-pointers many seasons throughout his career. He only made it one time, but now this is his second. Bam Adebayo, 19 points per game, 14.5 from Pritchard, 13 Andrew Wiggins, 13 Dante DiVincenzo, and 11 from Bobby Portis Jr. Let's also take a look at team stats here. When it comes to offensive rating, we had ourselves the 10th best offensive rating with the 2nd best defensive rating, making about 14 3-pointers a game. And now it is time for the NBA playoffs, and in the first round, we've got ourselves the Indiana Pacers. In their starting lineup, they have Tyrese Haliburton. Somehow they ended up with Colin Sexton, probably pulling off a trade with the Lakers, Jarris Walker, Pascal Siakam, and Avia Zubac with Andrew Nembhard as their 6-man. Let's see how things go here. Game number 1, we actually end up losing. Whoa, 119 to 104, we fall short. Klay played amazing. Giannis did struggle here big time, only shooting 3 of 9 from the field. Game number 2, we thankfully bounce right back, 134 to 103. We defeat them by 31 points, and Klay going off for 35. Giannis 29 and 12, Bam Adebayo with 24 points and 19 rebounds. Game number 3, we also end up winning. We do lose game 4, so somehow this play-in team, the Indiana Pacers, are giving us a tough challenge here. Klay played good. I mean, he's averaging 27 points per game throughout the playoffs. It's not his fault whatsoever. Game number 5, we do end up winning 131 to 128. Bam playing amazing, so did Giannis and Pritchard. Klay Thompson struggled big time here, only 6 points, 0 of 5 from the 3-point line. We still have to win one more game in order for us to make it to the second round of the playoffs. Let's jump into Simcast here, where the Pacers do have home court advantage. And so far we do have the lead. Can we keep it? And yes, we can. 122 to 112. We go on to win with Klay Thompson leading the way, 23 points, 19 Giannis, and 18 DiVincenzo. So far throughout the first round of the playoffs, DiVincenzo's averaging 10 points per game, 23 from prime Klay, 12 Andrew Wiggins, 23 from Giannis, and 21 from Bam. I would like to say, if you're enjoying this video and haven't already, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, and hype the video. All 3 buttons are absolutely free, and it truly does support out the channel a ton. And something that's pretty annoying is Giannis in 2K Simulation doesn't score as many points per game as he does in real life. 2K definitely needs to fix that somehow. Every time I have Giannis on the team that I'm rebuilding, he's only averaging about 24, 23 points per game, even though we know in real life, He's a 30 points per game scorer. 2K needs to fix that ASAP. But now in the second round of the playoffs, we've got ourselves the Toronto Raptors. Emmanuel Quickley, RJ Barrett, Leonard, Scotty Barnes, and Jakob Poeltl. Let's see what happens here. And in game number 1, we do go on to win. And there we go. This is the Giannis we need in 2K. 49 points, 20 rebounds, 7 assists, and 3 steals. Klay Thompson with 29, 18, and 11 from Dante DiVincenzo. Game 2, we also end up winning. Klay dropping 38 points, 23 Pritchard, and 17 from Bam. 18 rebounds from Giannis. Game 3, we also end up winning, and we go on to sweep the Toronto Raptors. 132-112, we win game 4. Klay with 30, 23-point triple-double from Giannis, and 23 from Bam. And that means our team makes the Eastern Conference Finals, where we are taking on the number 2 seeded Boston Celtics, a team we made a trade for, sending them Tim Hardaway Jr. And something about the Celtics is they had the same win-loss record as we did. We were basically tied with them at place number 1, 55 wins and 27 losses. So this is probably going to be a tough challenge. DiVincenzo's doing his thing. Actually, he's not really shooting. He's shooting pretty horrible from 3, only 30%. Klay's playing an amazing 48% from 3. Wiggins is doing his thing. Giannis is doing his thing. And so is Bam. Wait, I want to see how Pritchard's doing. How is he doing? Okay, he's amazing as our team's 6-man. But now we're taking on the Celtics. They have Derek White, Tim Hardaway Jr., Paul George, Jason Tatum, and Mitchell Robinson. Let's see if we can make the NBA Finals defeating the Celtics here. Game number 1, we do end up winning. Bam with a 27-point double-double. Giannis with a 20-point triple-double. And Klay Thompson with 26 points. Game 2, we do end up losing sadly, and we also lose game number 3. We lose game 4, and don't tell me we're about to get eliminated here by the Boston Celtics. If we do, this offseason, we're going to have to make some big trades, get rid of a lot of players. We do have home court advantage here, and so far we are losing this game. Thankfully, we come right back, and oh god, we just got eliminated here by the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. A lot of players are going to get traded this offseason, and that is a promise. So sadly, we don't make the NBA Finals, but that just means we're going to have to upgrade our team's roster this offseason, make some big trades in order for us to become a championship contender, because clearly right now we're not a championship contender. Let's see what happens here in the NBA Finals. We have the Celtics taking on the Thunder, and the OKC Thunder going to sweep the Celtics with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander winning Finals MVP. Before we go into the offseason, I do want to take a look at our player stats to see which players we should trade away this offseason. So here are the player stats for the playoffs. I mean, Klay played amazing. Giannis played good, but again, for some reason, he wasn't scoring all that many buckets, as you guys could see. He was doing everything except for scoring. We need him averaging 30 points per game. He's supposed to be our number 1 scoring option, but Klay Thompson was actually our leading scorer, which shouldn't have been the case. Klay Thompson's more like our second option behind Giannis. But that wasn't the case here in the playoffs. 19 from Bam, he was amazing. Of course, these 3 are not getting traded. 13 Pritchard was amazing. I mean, basically our whole team was good. Pelle Larsson, okay, you're definitely getting traded. 15% from 3. 38% from the field. How about Fontecchio? 30% from 3. I do want to see which players were struggling hitting that 3-pointer, because having a good 3-point shooting team around Giannis, Klay, and Bam is very important. So Dante DiVincenzo, only 30%. He's also another player that could possibly get traded. Larsson definitely getting traded, and Fontecchio, if he's still on a contract, we'll definitely trade him as well. Before we go ahead and make some trades, the first priority is re-signing Giannis, and then after that, we could plan on making trades. So let's go to free agencies here and see if we're going to be able to bring back Giannis. I mean, even if he decides to join another team, don't worry, I'm going to force his way back. But yeah, so Giannis goes on to decline his player option. Bobby Portis Jr. does accept his $15 million player option. And now let's go ahead and give Giannis a contract here. We should be able to bring him back. If not, again, we are going to force him back. I'm going to go ahead and give him the most amount of money we can, which is a 5-year deal, paying him about $61 million annually, player option with a no trade clause. Okay, so it looks like we're not going to have to force his way back, because he ends up joining our team automatically on a 4-year, $275 million contract. Majority of these point guards out there that we could try and target are on massive contracts, so we wouldn't be able to make those trades happen, which is why we're going to be targeting ourselves Reed Sheppard. He's an amazing 3-point shooter. He's a good perimeter defender. And this past season, he was shooting 41% from 3. So let's see if we're able to bring in Reed Sheppard here. We're going to offer the Houston Rockets Dante DiVincenzo and Pelle Larsson. They get themselves a young player. They get themselves Dante, DiVincenzo, some more depth on their team. They send us Reed Shepherd. They do decline, so I will go ahead and give them a first round pick. And just like that, we bring in Reed Shepherd as our team's brand new starting point guard. Let's go. I am still going to try and pull off another trade this offseason, but first we're going to sign some players. That way we could possibly use them in a trade or even keep on our team a part of our team's rotation. I see DeAndre Hunter, Alex Caruso, both amazing players. I'll also see Lou Dort, and he only wants a minimum. Let's go ahead and offer Lou Dort a 2-year minimum. And who else could we offer a contract to here? I think Miles McBride would be pretty cool. He does want a little bit more money than the rest, but we're going to go ahead and offer him a 2-year deal. Again, we could possibly trade that contract or keep him depending on what happens. Marcus Smart is here. Usually he's an amazing player. Cam Johnson, Max Strus. I'm going to go ahead and offer a bunch of players here contracts, and I'll show you guys which ones accept. Since 3-point shooting is important to have on our team, I'm also going to go ahead and give Cam Johnson a 2-year minimum. Amazing 3-point shooter. So we get Kenrich Williams. Miles McBride actually joins the Phoenix Suns over our team, but we also get Lou Dort, Cam Johnson. I believe that will be it. I'm also going to offer Taylor Hendricks a 2-year contract because I'm going to try and trade him right away to a different trade, which I'll show you guys here in a second, and he will be accepting on a 2-year, $7 million contract. And now let me show you guys which trade I was talking about. And the player we're going to target is Jaden McDaniels of the Minnesota Timberwolves. He's averaging 15 points per game. He can rebound. He's an amazing defender, probably one of the best defensive wings in the NBA, and his efficiency is amazing. 48% from the field, 40% from 3, and I feel like he could be our perfect starting small forward. He is listed at power forward, but if we change his position to small forward, his overall jumps up like crazy. So I'm open to give them Andrew Wiggins and a few more players to make the salaries match. We are still going to have to throw in some more players here. We'll throw in Taylor Hendricks. We'll also throw in Quentin Jackson, and that's enough. And just like that, we get ourselves Jaden McDaniels as our team's brand new starting small forward. And now if we change Jaden McDaniels' position to small forward, he jumps up to an 86 overall. So there you have it, our brand new starting small forward. Here we are at the start of this season with our brand new rotation, and in the starting lineup we have ourselves Reed Shepherd, Klay Thompson, Jaden McDaniels, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Bam Adebayo. I feel like we're going to have the best defensive starting lineup in the entire NBA, and hey, maybe even the best offensive starting lineup in the NBA. Then off the bench we have Pritchard, Bobby Portis Jr., Cam Johnson, and Lou Dort running a 9-man rotation. I personally feel like this team of ours is going to be a favorite to win a championship, but there's only one way to find out, and that's by going into the playoffs and actually winning that championship. Let's go ahead and simulate the first 2 weeks of this season to see how our team does. And we start off amazing, 6 wins and 1 loss as the number 1 seed. Starting out this season, our team is rolling on a 4.5-star overall system proficiency, pace and space under our head coach Eric Spoelstra. And now I'm going to go ahead and simulate till the end of this season, but if there are any trades to be made, I'll be stopping here at the trade deadline. And if hopefully our team makes NBA Cup Finals, I'll be stopping even before. I have some amazing news. This year our team does go on to make the NBA Cup Finals, and we are taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Let's jump into Simcast here. The Wolves will have home court advantage. Can we go out there and win the NBA Cup? Let's see. And so far, we are losing this game. Could we come back? If we do come back, take the lead, and end up winning the game 120-118. Klay Thompson dropping 26 points, 25 and 14 from Giannis, 15 Jaden McDaniels, and 15 from Bam Adebayo. And Giannis Antetokounmpo goes on to win NBA Cup MVP, averaging 21 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. We are now stopped here at contract extension date. Let's see if there's any players we have to extend. We're not able to extend Jaden McDaniels, but we could extend Bobby Portis Jr., and he's been amazing for us. Even though he's only averaging 9 points per game, that's in limited minutes, and his shooting splits have been amazing. 44.8% from 3 and 51% from the field. So let's go ahead and extend him on a 2-year extension, paying him about $6 million annually, and he goes on to happily accept. There's 1 game remaining to our season, and Giannis Antetokounmpo is in the award races to winning MVP. Let's go ahead and sim the last game and see if Giannis can go on to win, and yes, he can. So Giannis goes on to win an MVP at 33 years, 23 points per game, 12 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 1.5 steal, 1.5 block on 58% from the field. Let's go. And sure, he's not out there averaging 30 points per game how he would have in real life, but still amazing numbers all across the board. Tyron Stokes, Rookie of the Year. DeJounte Murray, 6-man, Wemby Defensive Player, Caleb Wilson, Most Improved, Jalen Johnson, Clutch Player, our head coach, Eric Spoelstra, wins Coach of the Year, and we also go on to win Executive of the Year. Of course, MVP Giannis makes it on an All-NBA first team. Will we have any more awards here? Let's take a look. Again, no Klay Thompson. Okay. No Klay Thompson, but a lot of these players here, I think Klay was averaging more points per game than them, but that's okay. All defensive team, we do land Giannis on an all defensive first team. And that will be it for awards, and we ended this season as the #1 seed with 65 wins and only 17 losses. And now, before the NBA playoffs, I do want to take a look at team and player stats and show you guys. So here are the player stats. Our leading scorer was Giannis, averaging 23 points, 12 rebounds, and then Klay Thompson was averaging 21.5 points per game, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, half a block on 50, 40, 87 shooting splits. And this year, he made a total of 275 three-pointers. 17 points per game from Bam Adebayo, 13 Jaden McDaniels, 13 Pritchard, and 13 from Reed Shepherd. Now let's take a look at our team stats. So when it comes to offensive rating, we had ourselves the 10th best offensive rating, just like last year. And for defensive rating, we had the best defensive rating. So our defense has gotten a lot better than last year. We were making about 15 three-pointers a game. And now comes time for the NBA playoffs. In the first round, we have ourselves the Toronto Raptors. Just like last year, if I'm not mistaken, Emmanuel Quickley, Jacoby Walter, Kawhi Leonard, Scotty Barnes, and Colin Murray Boyles. Let's see how things go here. Game number 1, we actually end up losing. We bounce right back in game 2. Klay Thompson dropping 32 points. Bam had 20 rebounds and 17 points, 19 and 10 from Giannis. Game number 3, we do end up losing, and we only scored 99 points, so we're struggling here big time offensively. I have adjusted some of our player shot tendencies. Will that help us here? Let's see. Let's go ahead and jump into Simcast here. Can we top the series? The Raptors do have home court advantage, and so far they do have the lead, and it looks like we're going to lose 117 to 114. Klay played amazing, but Giannis, as our #1 scoring option, has been very disappointing here, averaging only 19 points on 40% from the field. Hopefully there's a way for us to come back from this 3-1 lead the Raptors have on our team. Let's jump into Simcast here. We do have home court advantage for game 5. And so far we do have the lead. Can we keep it is a question. We're only up by 2 points. They are pushing back here in the 4th quarter, 106 to 102, 1 minute remaining. And thankfully we do end up winning this game 113 to 108. 22 from Klay, 22 from Bam, and Giannis with another disappointing performance. 11 points. His rebound and playmaking was amazing, same as his defense, but the offense was not there. And since Giannis isn't shooting the ball well, we're going to go ahead and tell him to pass the ball more. So we're going to raise his passing shot tendency up to a 50. That way, if he's not scoring, at least he could pass the ball and play make for the rest of the team. So continue jumping into Simcast here. Hopefully we're able to top the series. Raptors with home court advantage, and so far we do have the lead here by quite a bit, and it looks like we will be winning this game 121 to 106. And there we go. This is what we need from Giannis: 27 points, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists with 3 blocks. 22 from Klay and 17 from Bam. And that's so amazing about raising the pass tendency for the player. Like Giannis passed the ball a lot more, had 9 assists. And that hopefully resulted in this win. But now it's time for game 7. The series is tied at 3-3 apiece. Let's jump into Simcast here. We do have home court advantage on our side. And we start off the first half very, very strong. And it looks like we will be winning 142 to 112. Klay Thompson with 25 points. Giannis with 22 and 13. Bam with 18 points and 13 rebounds. And now I want to take a look at our player stats throughout the first round. So Reed Shepherd's been amazing, 14 points per game. He is kind of struggling from the field, but I mean, he's still shooting 43% from 3. 23 points per game from Klay Thompson, 11 Jaden McDaniels, 20 from Giannis, 19.5, and 17 from Bam. Pritchard's doing amazing, shooting 59% from 3. Portis, yeah, so everyone's done their thing except for basically Cam Johnson off the bench unit. Now, in the second round of the playoffs, we've got ourselves the Orlando Magic. They have a very stacked team. Anthony Black, Desmond Bane, Franz Wagner, Paulo Banchero, Wendell Carter Jr., and this here is their bench unit. Let's get to simulating here and see what happens. Game number 1, we do end up losing. Game 2, we bounce right back, end up winning 125 to 118. Giannis with a 30-point triple-double. Again, I'm not sure why Giannis doesn't score in every game. Like, I don't know why he's only averaging 22, 21 points per game. 2K definitely needs to fix that. But Klay Thompson with 25 and 15 from Reed Shepherd. Game number 3, we also end up winning. In this game, Klay Thompson with 44 points, hitting 8 3-pointers. Giannis with 21, 11, and 7, 15 from Bam Adebayo. Game number 4, we also win, thankfully. 132 to 96, Giannis with 24, 21 Klay, and 20 from Bam. Can we gentlemen sweep the Magic? And yes, we can. Giannis going off for a 32-point double-double, 23 Klay, and 20 from Pritchard. That puts our team in the Eastern Conference Finals, where we're taking on the Boston Celtics. Reed Shepherd so far is averaging 14, 25 Klay, 12 Jaden, 22 from Giannis, and 16 Bam. But now we're taking on the Celtics, and they have, okay, so it looks like they acquired James Harden as their brand new starting point guard. Sam Hauser, Paul George, Jason Tatum, and Neemias Queta. How is Paul George doing? And he's playing amazing, 21 points per game. Of course, Tatum's doing his thing as well. Game number 1, we do end up winning. Klay with 28, 28 from Giannis, and 14 from Reed Shepherd. Game number 2, we also end up winning. Klay 28, 24 Giannis. Can we also win game 3? And yes, we can. We do not sweep the Boston Celtics, but we do go on a gentleman sweep them, eliminating them in game 5. 139 to 101, McDaniels with 26, 25 Giannis, and 15 from Pritchard. And this is so crazy. I was taking a look at how Payton Pritchard's doing here in the playoffs, and bro is shooting nearly 64% from the 3-point line. Amazing 3-point shooting here from Pritchard. Giannis is doing his thing now. His points per game have been jumping up to 24 points. And then Klay Thompson, 24 points as well. But our team has finally made the NBA Finals, where we are taking on the OKC Thunder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Western Conference Finals MVP. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Eastern Conference Finals MVP, averaging 27 points and basically 13 rebounds, 8 assists. In order for us to win the NBA championship, we have to defeat the Oklahoma City Thunder. They are the defending champs. Last year, they defeated whichever team defeated us. I don't really remember which team that was, but yeah, the OKC Thunder right now are the defending champs, and they have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Cason Wallace, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, and Isaiah Hartenstein, and this is their bench unit. Very stacked team. Cason Wallace, but let's see how things go. Game number 1, we do end up winning, and Giannis went off here for 36 points and 27 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 blocks, and 1 steal. He was doing everything here. 31 from Klay, 17 from Bam Adebayo. Hopefully we're also able to win game 2 here. Game number 2, we do secure the win. Bam with 25, 12, and 7, 24 Shepherd, 22 Klay, and 18 from McDaniels. Giannis did foul out, but he still played pretty good, 13, 8, and 11. Well, that's really good, honestly, in the amount of minutes, and he did foul out. Game 3, we are up 3-0, 131 to 116. We end up winning, where Giannis had 32 points, 25 from Klay, and 16 from Bobby Portis Jr. We may really just sweep the OKC Thunder. Let's jump into Simcast here and see what happens. The Thunder do have home court advantage, and so far they do have the lead. Can we come back? And yes, we can. We go on to win this game 113 to 108. Bam Adebayo with 26 points, 21 Shepherd, 21 Klay, and 20 from Giannis Antetokounmpo. And just like that, we go on to win the Miami Heat A championship, with Giannis Antetokounmpo winning Finals MVP, averaging 25 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 blocks per game. And isn't it so crazy to think the only team that gave us trouble here in this playoff run was a play-in team, the Toronto Raptors? Ever since then, we've gentlemen swept basically every team and then go on to sweep the defending champions, the Oklahoma City Thunder. But again, the play-in team pushed us to a Game 7. And now, before I end out this video, let me go ahead and show you guys the player stats here for the playoffs. So when it comes to the playoffs, we played a total of 21 games. And in those 21 games, the leading scorer was the MVP Giannis, averaging 24 and 12. We had Klay Thompson averaging 24 points per game, 52% from the field, 43% from 3, and 90% from the free throw line. So 50, 40, 90 shooting splits. How many 3-pointers did he make here in the playoffs? A total of 75 3-pointers made. 17 and 10 from Bam Adebayo, 15 Reed Shepherd, 12 McDaniels, 12 from Pritchard, and 10 from Bobby Portis Jr. In the NBA Finals, we played a total of 4 games. The leading scorer was Giannis, averaging a 25-point double-double, 25 points per game from Klay Thompson, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block on nearly 50% from the field. 20 points per game from Bam Adebayo, 17 Reed Shepherd, and 13 from McDaniels. Now that is going to be it for today. I hope you all enjoyed. Again, this was my last NBA 2K26 rebuild. From now on, it's going to be NBA 2K27 rebuild. So be prepared for that. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss. Turn on post notifications. And also like the video if you did enjoy. And click here on the screen to watch my latest upload. Till next time, it's your boy Dragon, and I'm out. Peace.